Ferrari's new rear suspension delivered a podium at Spa, but their eyes are already locked on a bigger prize in Budapest. While Leclerc celebrated, Lewis Hamilton may have just fired the first shots in an internal war at Maranello. Today we're breaking down Ferrari's risky new upgrade and the controversy it's already causing. We'll also cover the final word on Max Verstappen's contract clause and why McLaren's boss is happy to let his two drivers go to war for the title. Let's start with Ferrari. They left Spa-Francorchamps with a crucial podium for Charles Leclerc and an aggressive recovery drive from Lewis Hamilton to 7th. But beyond the points, the real story was the debut of the new rear suspension on the SF25. Team principal Fred Vasseur made it clear, this is it. This component marks the end of major development for the 2025 car. No revised floor is coming for Baku. This is the package they have to work with before all focus shifts to the 2026 machine. What was fascinating was their bold split strategy approach. Leclerc ran a low downforce wing built for straight line speed to defend his position. Hamilton, meanwhile, opted for a much higher downforce setup, betting on better grip in mixed conditions to carve his way through the field. Vasseur explained the gamble. We had no idea if it would actually rain. With Lewis, we made the right call. The high downforce helped him attack in the early stages, but later on, the drag penalty kept him stuck behind Russell and Albon. For Leclerc, the low drag setup helped him secure P3, but Vasseur admitted it wasn't enough to challenge the Red Bulls or McLarens, giving them only a 2 to 3 km/h advantage. Bringing such a critical update to a sprint weekend was a massive risk. With only a few practice laps on Friday, there was almost no time to understand it. Vasseur admitted, I would have preferred a traditional weekend, but putting it on the car now was better than delaying it further. The new suspension is designed to give the car better mechanical grip and more stability, but the team is still on a steep learning curve. According to Vasseur, some upgrades work instantly, others take time. This one is in the second category. From now on, any changes to the car will be minor tweaks, track-specific adjustments. Everyone is already starting to focus on 2026, he confirmed. There will be no more structural development, but this is where the story gets really interesting. While Vasseur praised Hamilton's extraordinary recovery drive, he also threw a little jab at the 7-time champ, noting you can't afford to start that far back. It was a clear shot at Hamilton's poor qualifying performance on both Friday and Saturday. And it seems Hamilton had a response of his own. In his post-race interviews, he dropped a bombshell that hinted at growing frustration inside the team. He suggested the new rear suspension upgrade arrived too late for him, and then implied Leclerc got preferential treatment. His exact words were chillingly precise. Charles already received his updates in Canada. This single sentence sent shockwaves through the team. Ferrari never officially announced a new suspension on Leclerc's car before Spa. So what was Hamilton talking about? Officially, the timelines don't add up for the full package to be ready for Montreal. However, F1 teams don't have to declare every single change. Internal components like springs, dampers, or secondary geometries can be tested without an official announcement. The theory is that Leclerc may have run a prototype or pre-production version of the suspension in Canada to gather data, giving him a head start. Whether it was a misunderstanding or a calculated political move, Hamilton's comments point to a deeper issue. Whispers from Maranello speak of the so-called Hamilton Papers, a series of documents and notes sent from Hamilton's camp to senior management, outlining his vision for structural changes, car development, and even personnel management. Hamilton isn't just a driver, he's positioning himself as a leader, and it seems his vision is clashing with the established order at Ferrari. While Ferrari navigates this internal turmoil, Max Verstappen's immediate future has been locked in. That famous performance clause in his Red Bull contract, the one that would let him leave if he was outside the top 3 in the standings by the summer break, is now officially void. He is mathematically guaranteed to be in the top 3. So Verstappen is staying at Red Bull for 2026. But he himself admits the car's balance isn't perfect, and the dominant era of 2021-2023 is is over. That clause could become very relevant again next year as teams look ahead to the massive regulation changes in 2027. Toto Wolff has already said his Russell Antonelli lineup at Mercedes is 95% set for 2026, but after that, the door remains wide open. And then there's McLaren, who are living in a different reality. Their domination at Spa continues, and the 2025 championship is quickly becoming an in-house battle between Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Team principal Andrea Stella was asked if he was worried about them taking each other out. His response was incredible. "If I wanted to feel comfortable, I wouldn't be doing the right job. Comfort doesn't interest me. What matters is getting McLaren into a position to win. And that means letting our two drivers fight for the title." It's a clear, courageous philosophy. In an era of team orders, McLaren is letting them race. It's a risk, but it's a fascinating gamble that could go all the way down to the final race in Abu Dhabi. So what do we learn at Spa? Ferrari has made a genuine step forward, but it may have come at the cost of internal peace. Red Bull, surprisingly, even had one of their engineers publicly praise Ferrari's brilliant undercut strategy for Hamilton, a rare compliment that shows the pit wall got it right for once. But a 7th place finish, no matter how well earned, isn't enough for Hamilton or the team. The real test for Ferrari's upgrade will come at the tight and twisty Hungaroring. Meanwhile, McLaren is proving that letting two superstars battle it out is the ultimate show of confidence. What do you think? Is Hamilton right to be suspicious, or is he just playing political games? And can anyone stop the McLaren freight train? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed the breakdown, please leave a like and subscribe for more F1 analysis. See you in the next one.